Hello, I'm Cassidy, Leora, and today is day 28 of NaNoWriMo. That means that NaNoWriMo is almost over. And I only have 2,000 more words to write. Of course, last night I could have hit 50,000 words, but by the time that I got 1,900 words away from hitting 50,000 words, I was like, I don't know what happens next. Thus, I had to sleep and plot out what I was going to write next, and that's what I did. So tonight, it's gonna be done. And you can check on my Twitter. I'll leave a link to that down below, because I'm sure I will be screaming and announcing as soon as I hit 50,000 words. And by the way, you should give me a follow on that Twitter and all my other social media websites, because I have some fun over there. I tell you what. But enough with the shameless self-promoting. This book is going to be the 14th book that I've ever completed. And of course, it's probably going to go a little bit over 50,000 words. I'm not sure when it actually ends. I have no idea. I am still clueless. But I know what needs to happen right before it ends. I just don't know when that's going to happen. So we got at least another 20,000 words probably before the book is actually over. And then on to the second one and the third one. I have a feeling this is going to end up being a trilogy because I can't really see it being a series, but it's definitely not a standalone. So I probably got enough for like 2 more books afterwards, but who knows? Maybe it'll end up 5 books or 10 books. That's happened before. So this part of the video is pretty short because I have another special something for you at the end of this video. Let's get to it. Hello and welcome back to the second episode of, I forgot what it was called, of the Dork Side. Today we have, like usual, Brandon Fleener. Come on down. Like they say something?
Afternoon, Cassie.
Okay, afternoon. We're going to call our producer and see if she has a script for us. Producer, you can't just bail on us like that.
Keep trying.
I don't think it works. This is crap.
Too bad maybe she got...
Nerd.
Nerd.
Really? You already?
Nerd.
They probably can't say that.
Nerd.
Oh, don't worry, call me back.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
You are on camera right now. We need you to tell us what our script is for our episode of The Dork Side. I'm not gonna say that.
What?
Wait, this was spur of the moment, Ray.
Would you rather swing?
Get it together. Okay,
Pretty well.
goodbye. Thank you, producer.
If she gets any more
Say
ideas,
bye to
text
producer.
it to us. Bye, producer.
Bye. Okay.
That was rude.
What is your opinion?
Should we make sure it's still recording?
I think
Shouldn't a light be on or something?
Nope, it doesn't. Which that would be very helpful.
Alright, what are your thoughts on the new Star Wars
I'm asking
trailer?
you first.
I said it first.
What are your thoughts on the new Star Wars trailer?
You're first.
I think that surprisingly it's gonna be good.
Surprisingly.
I wasn't expecting it to look that good.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. I was like, they better do good on this. They better do good, and I have confidence. They might. We'll see.
I think they will. They did well.
I feel like they can't not.
Okay, well it's the same guy who did Star Trek Into Darkness and the original Star Trek movie. It's the original.
Well, yeah, but
The reboot.
I don't know. There's just a lot of pressure to do good on this.
There's a lot of pressure.
And there's a
Star
lot
Trek.
of people who will not like it even if it is good just because they don't want to like it.
Goes for Star Trek too, though.
I am very open-minded about it, so I think it's going to be great. But there are some people who little sticks in the mud and won't enjoy it. What about you?
I thought it was fantastic. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't really know what was happening, but there were spaceships
But
and lightsabers.
isn't that kind of
You're
Star
telling me
Wars is,
that there
though?
was a story that it showed us. No,
It was
I have no
read
idea what
between
this
the
one is
pages.
about.
Anyway.
I have no idea what it's about. It told you nothing about what it was about.
Anyway.
And that's my only disappointment.
It's a teaser trailer.
I know, but I'm like, I have no idea who these people
No,
are. I don't
it's
know
better-
what's happening. All I see is
it's
the
better
ship,
this
which gets
way.
me excited.
It's
What?
better this way. It's good. It's secret, and it makes it more exciting when you see it in theaters. Anyway, I felt it was amazing. I woke up this morning, it was the first thing I saw on Facebook. I watched it when I was laying in bed. By the time it finished, I was in the floor. And I'm not gonna lie, there was a tear or two rolling down my cheek. It was beautiful.
Nerd!
I have a question.
What?
Do you do those things thinking of the effect you can put over them? Because I know you'll do an effect over that. So
Probably.
I know you will do an effect
But there
over
are a lot of times
But my
I
question
don't
is, do you
expect
go
there to be
and
an
go,
effect.
I know what effect I can use on this one, and then you say it?
Not really. Because there's not really a
Anyway,
lot of effects on this.
Back to the trailer.
Don't touch it.
It was amazing. It was fantastic. I think.
I did not cry.
Unlike
but
you, I believe there's a difference between what Star Wars was to you and what Star Wars was to me. I think.
Excuse me?
I think there's a difference there.
Excuse me?
I know that I'm not saying you didn't like Star
When I
Wars.
was like
I'm not saying you don't like
2.
Star Wars. I'm not saying that. But there's a difference. We were different ages. We both grew up on it. I grew up on the original series, and then when I was 9, the first episode 1 came out.
But then you showed me all of
Right, I
this,
did.
and
I know.
we
But I'm
watched
saying
it.
this is what I'm saying. It's less about when you started watching it, and more about what it did for you once you started watching it. Like when we moved and stuff, I would get like down. Star Wars is okay. Let's put it this way. Star Wars is to me what writing is to you. It's an escape. It's a stress reliever. It is your own little world that you can go to and be yourself. Well, that's what Star Wars is to. Sorry.
Do you think that in a sword fight, would Darth Vader
A sword fight.
or Yoda win?
A sword fight. You mean a lightsaber battle?
Nope. Nope.
Oh,
Sword.
like regular.
Yes, if they don't have the
Like
power
fencing sword. What kind of swords?
the Force
Okay.
or lightsabers, if they just were old school medieval style swords.
Okay.
Who would win?
Like a broadsword.
Yeah.
Darth Vader, because he can actually lift the sword.
If there was a battle between toothpicks, who would win? Yoda. Because Darth Vader would have to like get on his knees to stab Yoda in the heart, and Yoda would just pounce.
Can't argue with that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Should we check and make sure it's still recording?
I don't
We're
know.
just talking to ourselves
I don't
like
know.
idiots.
On the topic of versus whoever,
Mhm.
this reminds me, would Batman or Darth Vader win in your opinion? I know that we are opposite.
We already know this. We watched.
No, that was not proof.
Okay, hang on.
That was not proof.
Well, just for reference, we need to
I
tell
will
your
leave
viewers.
the
All right.
link to the video
Yeah,
down
it's
below.
Bat and the Son's production of Darth Vader versus Batman. It's amazing. You need to check it out.
Fabulous.
These
But
guys.
I disagree with the ending.
These guys need to be in Hollywood making films. You can't just. They base it on votes. You should have voted for Batman if you thought Batman should have won.
Votes mean nothing. Votes get people nowhere.
Votes.
Nope. I don't.
Our country is founded on voting. We vote
and are you
for
saying
everything.
we live in a good country?
No, probably not.
No.
Darth Vader would win, hands down. There's no
No.
option. Okay, how would Batman win against the Force? Okay.
He would.
Every argument that includes Batman, it falls back to he's awesome.
How can it
That's not sound advice.
I think
Realistically.
if the roles were reversed and Darth Vader was not on his ship and was not in space, if he was going to, but Batman went to him in the video, so maybe if it was the other way around, Batman would be in his
No.
element.
Okay, because one.
He could just get his
Hold on.
bat car thing and ran
the
him over,
Batmobile. That wouldn't
run
work.
him over.
That would not work. Anakin Skywalker was the chosen one. Therefore, when he was Darth Vader, he's still the chosen one.
To kill Batman. The chosen one to kill Batman.
Overall,
No.
he has premonition. He
No.
can see things before they happen. So what? He's just not going to see the giant Batmobile coming right at him? He can see things.
Well, I think the real question here is why isn't Darth Vader and Batman like friends?
Because Darth Vader's evil and Batman's good.
But why couldn't they just be friends? Do you think that they could be like brothers?
No,
One
I
day,
don't think they could be
They
brothers
could,
ever.
Like, if they just stopped fighting, no versus who, it could just...
No, they wouldn't get along.
That's a better question. Not who would be who, but who would be friends with who.
Okay, well, they definitely wouldn't be friends. Batman doesn't believe in killing, and Darth Vader's taken out entire planets.
But maybe Darth Vader would think that he's awesome. and he would want to start a little bromance with him. That means that he would stop doing evil things to make him happy and gain his approval.
You're such a girl.
Thank you.
I thought we agreed I was going to be on that side.
What?
I thought we agreed I was on
This
that
is
side.
my good
This is my
side.
good side.
You can face that way.
We are the same. Okay, I'll look over here.
Okay. I came up with some pretty good questions. You ask a question now.
Okay, well, we got to pick up. We didn't pick up where we left off last
What?
time. Weren't we talking about books or something?
Yeah, we were talking. What's your favorite? Oh!
Previously on the Dork Side.
Favorite book?
Can you actually read?
I can read, surprisingly enough. What? Okay. Can you give me a genre? Because it's hard to pick one favorite
Like
book.
young adult.
My favorite fiction book is Aragon. The whole series, The Inheritance Cycle. It's amazing. I love the characters. I love the world. It's fantastic.
Except in
And
the
she
second
won't-
book, when it switched to, was it Roran?
Yeah, it was
When
Rory.
it switched to his point of view, I got really bored.
She doesn't count.
Because on one side it's like, oh, dragons magic, love that. But then it switched to him, and it was all this drama with this girl and crap. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care
Let's
about
take
you.
a look at your
I don't
bookshelf and
even
all the
know-
books that you read about drama and girls.
But whenever I promise you dragons and crap, and it gives you
There was a whole book
like
full of dragons, and it just
200
goes more and
pages,
more and
every
more from
other
there.
3 pages of this boring guy and his boring life, and I'm like, I don't care about you. I don't know who you are.
It's Aragon's cousin.
It didn't, I know, but that's all I know about him. It didn't get that attached.
That's because you didn't read it.
There was not that attachment. I still have my bookmark.
Still have the
In the
bookmark
second
in
book.
my book on your bookshelf
Yes.
for the last 2 years.
1 year.
No, I think it's been 2 years.
I mean,
Hmm?
I understand waiting a bit to light some, but I did. I waited quite a while. I'm like more than halfway through that book.
Okay, well, when there's 4 books this
And it
size,
just keeps getting worse.
half of a book is really only part of the story. Anyway. Now I know that's one of the ones you made. I know
you
you're
start
gonna
doing it.
it.
If you start doing it, I will put an effect in there. You don't do it, it's put in the camera. That's gonna be good. My favorite young adult book is either
Clockwork Princess, The Darkest Minds, or Ruin Rising, or Cress, or Unremembered, or no, Unforgotten. The second one. That one is better than the first one because the character comes there.
You know what's better than the first one? The
And
third Aragon book.
Are you dissing Jessica Browning? Don't be dissing Jessica Browning. Her books are fantastic.
No, I said
Yeah, that's not
better
better
than
than
the
that.
first book.
Yeah, no.
As in,
But
the
still, I
sequel's
don't think that's better than the
the
first book because I enjoyed reading the first book
You haven't
more
read
than
the
I
third
enjoyed
book.
reading Aragon,
Yeah,
frankly.
read the third.
But then again, I'm not a fan of those high fantasy books. I can never get into those. I don't care how cool the world is, if I can't get attached to the main character, I'm not gonna like it. And like, I like Aragon and all of that,
And Saphira.
but I don't, yeah. But still, I can't.
Yeah,
They're
you're not
literally
cool
the
enough,
only
is what you're
reason
saying.
I'm reading it. But high fantasy books, I just not a fan of.
High fantasy.
Yes, it's a thing. There's fantasy, which is like some of the stuff I read. Like Game of Thrones would be high fantasy.
Why?
Aragon would be high fantasy.
Why is
where
Game
it's
of
like
Thrones high
very
fantasy?
there's a gigantic world.
90%
Lord of the
of those
Rings,
things.
Hobbit, that's a high fantasy.
Are you making this up?
I promise I'm not making this up. That's my definition of high fantasy, is things like they're just huge world built, and at the end there's either a map or like the character guide so you can remember who is who. That is high fantasy. The only other book that I've read that I think would be kind of on the verge of high fantasy would be Greaser Trilogy, because it has like the map. But
Aren't
it's
all
a
of
lot
your
easier
books
to keep
technically
track
high
of.
fantasy?
No,
All
those
the
are
ones you
not.
write?
Those are fantasy.
Where they go to other worlds?
Fantasy.
Complete.
Okay.
Where are we picking up? Sorry, the camera stopped filming because she doesn't know how to use her own camera.
Not
And
true.
so-
It only films for 10 minutes. And I'm
Because
like,
she
you know how many
doesn't know how to
times I've
change
had
the
to refilm my own
settings.
videos? He needs to get over it. One time? Really? Really? The ending.
I don't know where we were anymore. We lost our steam. We had a
My
great.
books are not
We
high
had a
fantasy,
great
they are
sign off
fantasy.
and everything, and we just lost it. So now we have to do all that again.
Let's do it again.
Sorry again. Our camera died this time.
Leave down in the comments below
Down in the comments.
what you think of the Star Wars
You need
trailer
to answer all of our
and,
questions.
Batman versus Darth Vader.
There's only one
and
right
what
answer to
your
that
favorite
one.
young adult book is. There's 2 right answers. Don't deprive people of their freedom to think freely.
How can there be 2 right answers?
Batman could win.
Then which one is more right?
Give this video a like if you liked it.
Share it.
That
No,
would be
'cause
great
I'm
too.
in it.
Not just because that.
But
Because
let's
you
be
love
real
me
here.
and you are my followers, not his.
Let's be real
He
here.
doesn't have his
How
own
many of
YouTube
you
channel.
watch?
And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Even better the second time.
I better filmed all that crap.